What better way than to start off the new year with a story that pretty much is ranked amongst the weird and what went wrong file? And what better way to do that is to start off with Australia, where when a bunch of robbers have tried to attempt to rob a jewelry store, only to have themselves tunneling a KFC restaurant. The story said that the mishap took place near Brisbane, Australia. Fortunately, nobody was hurt. And when they saw they were where they were, the two alleged thieves, Peter Walt and Dwayne Dawn, decided to hold up the customers. They left with about $2,700, but they didn't escape for long. Both perpetrators was arrested a short time later. Uh, you know, this is a probably unusual. This is something you find in mostly movies. You don't normally find something like this, but then again, when you do, you just simply have to talk about it. The report continues to go on. It says, according to the reports of Australia's Sky News, the pair smashed their way through a wall in the toilet block. Toilet blocks hoping they will enter the jewelry store. Instead, they find themselves in a land of herbs and spices. This was their first attempt to break into the jewelry store before the KFC fiasco. The pair mistakenly broke into the annual Welfare League Opportunity Shop where they stole about $50 from the charity plate. That's very nice. Earlier that evening, Wallace and Dawson also threw spark plugs out the window of the jewelry store, thinking they might break the glass. So they tried numbers of times to get to this store. When police confronted Wallace, he made a full and frank admission. They were charged with armed robbery, stealing, burglary, and attempt burglary. That would be the jewelry store. The partner of crime was charged with robbery and stealing. I will leave the link below so you guys can read it in full. Sorry if I started gibbering a little bit with my words. I had a very long, exhausting day. But in all, yeah, this is probably one of the weirdest stories that just popped up on my screen. I just tried to take a look at it and say, yeah, these guys definitely was not all there when they made this robbery. Just one bad thing led to another, and all for what? It got them nowhere, and now they're in deep trouble with Australia's laws and court system, which, by the way, is much different than the United States. I don't know how they're going to handle it, but it doesn't really matter. This is probably the weirdest story ever heard so far this year. I will say this though, it does not rank one of my toppest weirdest stories in terms of world's dumbest criminals, but for this year, this one tops the cake, at least until the weeks and months, days actually go by. But talk about your bad luck on the New Year's. What a way to start the New Year's by letting yourself in jail. So I'll leave a link below. You guys can check it out yourself. You guys can comment and tell me what you think about this story. And also share your stories of the stuff that you heard, the unusual weirdness that happened, the dumb things that people do. I'd like to know what your feelings on it. You can even leave me a link on below. I will check it out. But until then, this is J77 saying take care, be safe, and again, welcome to 2013.